Why, hello there, my name's DepthCharge2030, and today is the kickoff day of the New 52 Future's End. The New 52 Future's End, for those who don't know, is basically this brand new weekly comic series by DC Comics, and just so you know. And so, I have the first issue here. Ooh, admire that comic book art. That's some nice Star Wars-like art right there. Pretty cool. So yeah. I've been really excited for this. It's been on my most anticipated list. So I'm happy to have it. So let's just jump right in, talk about the story. The story, it picks off right where the Zero issue left off. So, it just has Batman Beyond. He's just trying to figure out what's going on, because he's like 5 years too late. He's 5 years too late in the future. He's 5 years our future, but 30 years his past. He was supposed to go 35 years, but he's only 30 years in the past for him. Time travel is very confusing. Yeah. And so he's just joking around with Alfred the AI, and he's like, god dang it, I overshot it. But then the robot that he came back to the past with turns on and tries to kill him. But that's a big no-no for him, and so he kills it, but during so, someone is watching from afar with Google Glass, so that's interesting, to say the least. Then it picks up with StormWatch. Heck yeah. StormWatch, who had their own ongoing with DC from the New 52, but that got cancelled like last month, April. But yeah. But first thing I notice is that there's all of these, because it's 5 years in the future, you notice that the roster's significantly changed. They've got Hawkman and this aquatic person right there. So, that's interesting. But then what happens is, Angie, better known as the Engineer, something happens, she gets hacked into, and then everything goes haywire. Basically, whoever hacked into her just goes, I am the storm that you were supposed to defend Earth from. And then the carrier, the StormWatch base of operations, it blows up. Presumably with all of them StormWatch inside. So, and then it's basically being watched from afar by some anonymous source or whatnot. I've got money that it's Brother I who's doing this. It would make sense. And also, there is evidence as basically the Engineer starts making these 1001 noises or whatnot that basically anyone from the Zero issue who was assimilated would make upon assimilation. So that happens. And then we just cut over to what Grifter's been doing for the past 5 years of his life. Ever since his... One second. Basically, ever since the end of Grifter's run, he's basically been going around hunting Damonites, because that's what he does. That's what he's good at. And I really like this little dialogue here, the inner monologue of Grifter. Basically, he's just talking to himself, how he thinks he's going crazy, how he really would go crazy, how basically he is crazy, but how he isn't crazy. And that he himself would start thinking he is crazy, and that's crazy. It's pretty crazy. And then he just kills a family of Damonites, so that's cool. And then he just says, I love my job. Yeah, Grifter's crazy. He's definitely crazy. And then we cut over to the components of Firestorm. I honestly have no idea who they are, really. I don't follow Firestorm. I've never did, so I don't know who they are. I know that they are composed of 2 people, but that's all I know. And then the student, one of them, I believe Rush is his name, John or something, Jason Rush, I don't know. He bursts in on Ronnie. He's just like, dude, Oliver Queen needs us. Green Arrow, he's been calling for us. And then they start talking about stuff from the past after they merge. Like, Jason, he's just yelling at Ronnie for being dumb and trying to get laid all the time. And basically, they just show up at a very bad situation. An entire area just destroyed, and then they find Green Arrow dead, and that's basically the end of the issue. I liked it. I've been really anticipating this, but yeah, it did have its faults and all that. My main problem with it is that it just goes from Batman Beyond, his storyline, and just shifts straight into StormWatch. That happens, but I can see that it has its own correlation, because I believe that all links up together with Brother Eye. But then we just shift straight into Grifter, which is just kind of weird how it just shifts straight into Grifter doing what he does best, just killing stuff like the Punisher, which is pretty cool. And then we just shift into Firestorm's story. So it's like the main storyline, then these two subplots just out of nowhere. But out of it all, I liked this issue. It had with what it had. It was pretty entertaining. The artwork was great. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else Future's End has in store. If I had to give this, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. So yeah. Well, that's it. My name's DepthCharge2030, and I'm City. So take care.